Hi, I'm Muzz Janawala, the Head of Emergency Services at Sopra Steria. Welcome to Policing Spotlight, where we explore key issues in policing with senior figures from the industry. Hi Craig, thank you very much for coming in today. It's great to have the National Lead for Professional Standards here. Really keen to understand how technology is helping you actually understand what complaints the public have about policing.
Well, the main thing that's driving the complaints agenda at the moment is change, and we've been working very hard behind the scenes with staff associations, with the Home Office, with the IOPC to actually change the system, and technology will assist that change quite dramatically. So for example, the system of complaints at the moment doesn't have an element of learning and reflection that's built into it. So in the future there'll be a process called practice requires improvement, which is essentially a conflation of lower level complaints where things have gone wrong, where people can put it right and reflect quickly to the benefit of the complainant but also the officer. And the consequential effect of that is more public confidence in the system. The technology comes in though in making sure that the organisation can actually harness that data and share the data so that on a national and a local level we can report on the data. And then building on that to the more serious end of the business for complaints handling, it's very important that organisations have security measures in place and scanning technology in place to pick up on issues of anti-corruption, for example. That's highly important in the public's interest. We report on corruption on a national basis. We get loads of information, mainly from colleagues, but it's important as a service that we have a consistent technological approach to picking up on data.
That's really great to hear that technology is going to assist the changes that you're going to make. So as well as processing complaints, I guess one of the things I'm interested in is how you identify training areas, perhaps due to the complaints that you get. I know in Seattle they've been doing a lot of data analytics to understand what types of complaints come in and therefore identify use of force, for example, as an area. Are you able to use technology to actually help identify training needs within policing?
Across the system, that tends to be quite labour intensive. It tends to be quite reactive rather than proactive. So for example, one of the common causes of complaints would be incivility, or it may be excessive force, for example. So you mentioned the use of force. Obviously we fill an online form in, different forces have got different data capturing technologies, and that's always more labour intensive to pull that data together to give a national picture. But one of the other aspects, in terms of some of the changes that are coming down the line is we have a back office system called Centurion. 41 and a half of the forces out of 43 are sort of on the system. In the future, I would like to see broad consensus across the piece so that will make reporting easier. But really for us, it's learning the lessons. If you can use the data and manipulate the data to give you early indications where things are going wrong and trends, we can act upon that in the best interest of the public. And that really is what the technology is all about.
Thank you very much, Craig. It's great to hear that you're using technology to actually provide a much better service to the public. I think the public will be pleased to hear that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.